この頃のことを記した同時代の文書は日本にはない。1世紀頃に編纂された中国の漢字、地理史の中に、学老海中に和人あり、分かれて百余国となり、祭事を持ってきたり、献献すという文章がある。学老とは、現在の北朝鮮あたりにあった漢帝国の支配地域である。和人とは日本人を指す。つまり1世紀頃の日本には多くの原始小国家があり、漢帝国に朝貢していたのである。また、五漢書、東夷伝にも同様の記述があり、57年に倭の倭国が施設を置き、五漢の皇武帝が印綬を与えたという記録がある。約1700年後の江戸時代、筑前の国鹿野市、現在の福岡県福岡市で発見された漢の倭の名の国王という金印がそれだと考えられる。農耕生活と日本人、四季があり、自然に恵まれた環境で暮らす縄文人は、生物無生物に限らず万物に
水曜日。
これすぐやるの？
うん、8時40分から1コマ目。こんな感じです。
座ったままね。
うん。で、まあ、来てくれって言うんだけど、うちの研究室のメンバー以外はなかなかやってこないんで。
なんか、学生さんどっか、質問とかある？
質問はチャットね、YouTube の時は。だけど、多分、毎回、ちょっと去年はできなかったんだけど、一人一人にこう、短く、あなた研究室どこですか？先生誰ですか？で、Abstract your research project とか今、
学生さんの、顔も見られる。
だから、多分、次の回ぐらいには、Teams でやろうかなと。
Teams
でやるの？Teams、うん。
Teams も、まあ、ちょっと使いにくい。
Zoom に慣れてると Teams は使いにくい。だけど、ほら、Office 365の中に入ってるじゃん、Teams は。Teams でこう全員の顔を見ながら、なんていうの、一人一人、紙を読まずに、short presentation for 1 or 2 minutes。
現在マスターの講師？
そう、大学院です。
何人ができる
？5、60人ぐらい。
そんな多いの？
うん。前期は多いじゃない、大体。それで、前期のうちにいっぱい履修しといて、で、後期からこう、まあ、多分、みんな実験してくれるんじゃないかなと。
後期は僕らの方がいない。せいぜい10人ぐ
らい。そうかもしれない。でも M になったらほとんど授業履修してないでしょ。
そうか。前期も多い。
そう。
これ何？
これのその、なんていうの、全部キット、それが。
そんな多いの？
いや、大した、だって、ほら、これプロジェクターもあってさ、まあ、これは、ここに来る人たちためのだけのプロジェクターだけど、プロジェクターも準備してるんで。
もうすぐ
うん？Oops. 1 minute left. Did you download the file in advance? Yes, this time. Very good. Oh, 8:40 here, but we got delay, just 2 minutes something delay from now. So the broadcasting is just about two minutes delay. So, but now it's 8:40. We're going to start. Maybe 2 times before, I cannot tell you what is the original format. QCM, Quartz Crystal Microbalance. M is Microbalance. And how here today in the May 12th, Wednesday, good weather. And uploaded files are here. And file number 3, this one, just updated, and now 3.2, we're going to 3.2, but I guess sometime today, I just also update 3, so we're going to have 3.3. Today, we're going to use these 2 files, 3.2 and 4.1. English, full-time English, and blah blah. And today we're going to have the attendance, but instead of the attendance, just we're going to do exercise. Attendance, some conditions to acquire this desert, and responsible professors and schedule. This is May 12th, Wednesday. So maybe title is accented pronunciation in scientific area. An announcement. Attention. An announcement. Maybe first time I told you that you are, not me, you are going to be introducing yourselves. Just 1 or 2 minutes introducing, which should include identify yourselves, your surname and your surname, or maybe whole name, and your supervisor. Your supervisor name is which laboratory you are now belonging to. So then show us your research project. So a tentative title of your research project and a brief abstract. And this point, critical, important, which should include a practical application or application of your research project. What is your research project practical application? If you tell the practical application for others, very easy to understand why you are doing this research project. Even if the next door we do not understand which kind of things going on, which kind of researchers are doing, even if next door, like our cases, Wakio laboratory, we do not know exactly, like Kubono laboratory, we do not exact what happens. So in those circumstances, you have to explain which kind of things you're doing. So you need in some research, it's very much up to research. Your research is very much distant from the practical application, but some cases very close. Maybe next year, your research, maybe something practical things. So you have some distance differences but it doesn't matter. So your abstract should include practical application, practical application or applications. No paper is allowed. Do not read. And no jargons and acronyms. We have learned acronyms, and your area's specific acronym exists. Something like our cases, FRA, frequency, FR, a response analyzer. But maybe next door they could not understand what is FRA. So you do not use those specific acronyms anymore. NMR works, DSSC works, CNT works. CNT carbon nanotube or DSSC is what is DSSC? Dye sensitized solar cell. These are, I guess, our areas, but not specific acronyms. So maybe I'm going to try to use not YouTube stream instead. I'm going to use the Teams software. Do you know Teams? Teams software. You do? You install the Teams in your computer? Yes? Do you? Yes? So maybe we're going to use Teams. And now, just at present, you can see my face, but I cannot see your faces. But to use Teams, we can see each other's, and I point one of the person, and the person is going to be introducing the guy or girl's selves, right? One or 2 minutes, and you have to prepare some. I don't know which kind of preparation you're going, just typing or writing, whatever, just memories or something like that. It's up to you. But 1 or 2 minutes introduction of yours, I required. Maybe we start week after or something like that. So the week after and next time. That means maybe 7th or 8th, which time. So we're going to see the schedule again. Our schedule is something like that, 4th, and May 12th is today, and maybe next week we just prepare or experiment of the Teams works or not. And 6th and 7th, that means May 26th and 7th, June 2nd. So maybe that's introduction, and mini exam is your examination. This year I do not do specific examination on the ACE. Oops, maybe ACE, or I'm going to 8th, or not 7th is the end. I have to check. Anyhow, the last 2 times I'm going to assign those 2 times. It's your presentation, right? So you need some camera, like this. So your laptop computer, or just you prepare your iPhone, whatever, tablet or something, and camera ready, and you're going to have a presentation, 1 or 2 minutes presentation, right? You understand, right? Okay. So maybe next week, just we prepare the teams work or not, and then the week after, and next time week after. So for 2 weeks, we're going to have your presentation, not me, right? Today's this is my announcement today, right? So agenda today. Agenda today is brush up from last week, and we're going to continue the how to pronounce the scientific expressions, brush up, inspection of exercises and mini exams. But I guess last week just one examination. So not examinations, just one. No, excuse me, just one exercise. Exercise E, exemplify a pair of rhythmic words in any area. You remember that? It's 2 weeks ago, so maybe you have already forgotten. But this is your, I don't know which kind of rhythmic word. Did you send me the rhythmic word? Did you? I guess you were absent because of you got hives in your body, so skin color changed red, so you went to doctor, so no? Or maybe today is same, so I'm going to tell you that today's exercise, and at the same time you can just put them two answers. Two answers means one answer is 2 weeks before, and the other answer is today's exercise, right? Did you send me the assignment or how do you call it, the mini exam? Did you send me the mini exam? Yes? 2 weeks before? The time you absent. Did you? Check it out, and I'm going to show you some examples of the rhythmic words, and I do not think these are not rhythmic words. Rhythmic word is, I think there's 2 words, and the end of the word's pronunciation is same. So one student write down density and destiny. I don't think the top part is showing same pronunciation, but I guess generally the end. And in same way, low and low. I don't think this is rhythmic word. Yeah, in fact, the top part is, I guess, same pronunciation sharing, and the third one is same. Have and have, and the top part is same pronunciation, but the rhythmic word, I think, the end of the word, the end of the pronunciation are same. Those are rhythmic words. This is my top, so I don't think these are not rhythmic words. And the other example which I like, easy and peasy. Easy and peasy. Yeah, it exists. It's just kind of idiom. And child English. Child English means, child. You're going to talk your baby or something like that. This is quite easy peasy. It's like a child English. So conversation with child and father, child and mother. And really and nearly. Some A student write down really nearly. Yeah, I like this. And this means you cannot decide just straight away, just short period. You cannot decide, this upper is better, something like that. This is, you're very much, really nearly. You cannot decide. Generally, girls use this phrase to boys. Maybe your girlfriend told you, you always really nearly. It's like, you cannot decide right away or something like that. It's really nearly. But you should be careful. Only word really is really means I'm going to later, and maybe not on YouTube. Otherwise, the YouTube get angry with me, and YouTube going to ask me to erase this video, something like that. So those words really, or maybe you can check out with some dictionary what is really. Willy-nilly, it's a very common word. And next one is pell-mell, yeah. A student, right down, pell-mell, it's a rhythmic word. Pell-mell is just hurry up, hurry up leaving, hurry up going, or something like that. Pell-mell, yeah, very good answer. Hurry-burry. Yeah, this is also same way. This is kind of what is hurry-burry. It's loud, big party or something like that. Drink a lot and loud. This is hurry-burry. And the other student were down dog leg. Dog leg. Do you know what is dog leg? Yeah, it's dog leg. Yeah, dog leg. I do not know what is dog leg, but yeah, in fact, it's dog leg. It's kind of rhythmic words, but it's like golf word, I think. Do you play golf? No? Do you? Do you? Golf? Nothing? I do not. I do not. Nothing. Almost nothing. My friends are very much like golf. So yeah, it sounds interesting, but I guess the crabs, those sort of crabs, is like I don't know how much is that, but yeah, quite expensive. But playing is during the Golden Week. I visit my friends and we are doing barbecue together, but just outside, quite safer way with that barbecue. At those times we are talking like golf or something. And these days, like everything is shops closed and you cannot visit bar. Yeah. Yesterday you were asking me that you're going to have a party for newcomers in the laboratory. I guess you were mentioning about your newcomer party or something like that in the laboratory that not succeeded yet. Shall we? Is it possible? You prefer the Korean restaurant again? It's wider, right? That is, the space is wider. You have never been to the Korean restaurant. We often visit the Korean restaurant because of the owner. A Korean guy is my friend, so it's quite wider, right? So space is big. So what do you think? It's possible? It's risky, or we can talk later. We can talk later. This is lecture, right? So the dog leg is golfer, and some shape of the fairway is like dog leg. Next one, super duper. This is also a student answered me, super duper. This is rhythmic word. Something very good, super fascinating phenomenon, super duper. And this is not answers, but this kind of rhythmic word is. Do you know the word okidoki? Have you ever heard idiom okidoki? Okidoki? Okidoki, yeah, North American use a lot. It's an exact same as okay, but rhythmic, so just okidoki. Yeah, these are just answers from the last week. Brush inspection exercises and mini exams. First one is, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. So question one, choose a sentence or sentences containing grammatical error or errors. I also forgot. A pair of chopsticks will cost between 700 and 2,000 yen. A pair of Don Quixote's jeans costs only 690 yen. Did you visit Don Quixote often? Maybe not so much, but sometimes. Do you often visit Don Quixote? My case, very much, yes. So I guess now in Hamamatsu there's 3 Don Quixotes, right? One is Kami, the other side of the train station, and the other one is close to the medical school. And the new one is, I guess, just we're going up north from here, and we're going to hit Don Quixote. I guess 3 Don Quixotes in Hamamatsu, I guess. Anyhow, And third, a pair of economy class seats on the window side on the plane cost 40,000 yen. A pair of eyes, luminous by the reflecting against the daily light without was watching me out of the darkness. It's like poem expression. The bottom one is a pair of stylish 20-something women. Do you know what is 20-something women? What is 20-something women? Yeah, 20-something women. What is 20-something women? Twenty-something women. There's 20 women's, or you think there are 20 women's? 20-something is we are talking of age, 20-something years old or something like that. So a pair of stylish 20-something women seated a few seats from us also had either attention focused on something other than the show or dog. And the answer is everything correct. If you choose something, it's wrong. So everything, there is no grammatical errors in these sentences. Question 2. What part of speech is the word cost at the first, second, and third sentences in question 1? So, oops. So, sentence first, second, third, the all verb is just cost. And the question is, again, what part of speech is what cost at first? And the answer is transitive verb. The object just hidden, not shown. In some cases, yeah, in Japanese, it's always, we do not pronounce their subject. I. We don't just do not pronounce I, we, but we understand what we are, the guy are talking of. So, anyhow, this transitive verb. Question 3, if there is a complement hidden at the first, second, and this is bad question. I would like to ask you here, if there is not complement but object, I'm very sorry, but this is object, not complement. And anyhow, the answer is everything is yes. So this is very bad grammatical error on my. This is not complement. Object is hidden, not shown. Yeah, I'm very sorry. So anyhow, the answer is everything is yes. So if you're going to choose one of those, it means good, correct. But the question is very bad. This is not complement, object. Question 4. Choose a pair of antonyms. Eat and drink. I don't think so. Eat and drink, just parallel. Crime and punishment. Crime and punishment. There is a crime and then punishment. That means antonyms. Fortunate and unfortunate. This is antonyms. Fortunate. We are fortunate and fortunate. But fortunate and not fortunate is not antonym. So this is one of the this is antonym, and bow and roll. Bow and roll is just a kind of idiom, always pair. So bow and a roll. This is not antonyms. And in yan is antonym. What is in yan? Did you check? What is in yan? Can you explain what is in yan?
Shine.
Shine, yeah, bright, shine. Shadow, yeah, shadow, yeah. It's like, yeah, yin and yang is shining and shadow, yeah, something like bright and dark, something like that. Very good. And question 5, choose a pair of homophones. Bad and bad, this not. Window and wind, no. Flower and flower, yeah, this is, what is flower? What is flower? This flower. Explain this. Explain this. What is flower? First one. I don't think so. What is flower? Flower. What is flower? Flower. This you can understand this flower. This is like. Can you explain the second flower? Explain in English. White flower, red flower, like example. Yeah, showing the example is quite easy to explain the word, like rose flower, red rose, or something like that. Those are flowers. And flowers, first one is. The spelling is same as your first and second flower. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Flower. Flower. No, I guess different. Spelling different. Flour. The first flour is like wheat powders, white wheat powders. When you cook your pancake or something like that, wheat powder. Next one, break and break. Break. What is first break? What is first break? First break. First break. Crash. This is again second break. You break the glassware. You have broken the glassware. It's a second break. But it's first break. Forget it's 2 weeks ago. Break. When you slow down your car, you step brake, pedal, brake. Third one is die and die. It's same pronunciation. So homophones, die and, yeah. You're going to die, or die is, second die is, what is second die? DYE. What is second one? DYE. Which function of put car on cross or something like that. It's die. Like ink or dye. So yeah, last three are the oops, yeah. So I don't know what you are, but and then we just change our oops, because of oops, I don't see this one. Yeah, we got some left over from last time, so pronunciation, English pronunciation of scientific things. You remember we have finished some units. We're done. Show me some example of the unit, scientific unit. Scientific things, not singers, like BTS is unit, or others, I don't know. SMAP is unit. No, not those kind of unit. What is scientific unit? Show me the example.
No.
Meter is unit. And others? Kilogram and millimeter. And those are unit. And today's number pronunciation. First one is 524,000. As you know, the case of English, as always, 3-digit has a specific words like thousand, million, million, billion, trillion. Do you know the next of the trillion? I don't know. So the pronunciation is first one, 524,000, 12 million, 489 billion, and pronounce this. Pronounce it. This. Go ahead. Pronounce that. 48 billion. Very good. And pronounce the next. 523 trillion. Pronounce this. 3.67. Not 67. 3.67. It's same as Japanese. 3.67. In this way, 0 point or just 0.394. Just 0.394 is scientific pronunciation. And you may call that, these are decimal fraction. Decimal fraction, maybe the antonym of the decimal is integer. I have asked you what is odd number and even number. I have asked it already, right? Maybe 2 or 3 times ago. And those are all integer numbers, which doesn't have point something. So example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something. Those are integer numbers. On the other hand, you have point here. You may call that decimal fraction or just decimal. And this point name is maybe just point or just decimal point. Numbers, you got integer numbers or just integer works. Show me the example of the integer. Integer. 1, 2. Yeah, these are integers. So 1 is odd number, 2 is even number, and these are all integers, which doesn't have point something, not decimal fraction is integer. You got it? You got it? Next, decimals or a decimal fraction. So show me the decimal or decimal fraction, which is kind of antonym of the integer. Point something. You have pronounced 3.42 or something like those are decimal or decimal fraction. 4.02 or integer is 1, 2, 3, 99 or something. You got decimal. Point something. You can call this as decimal. fraction. This is a tough way. Could you show me the example of the fraction? Fraction. We are talking of numbers, at present numbers. Number means it's not lotto. You can purchase the lotto numbers. I guess once a week you got win, and if you got win, how much is that year? One number's lotto, or it's up to the number you purchase, but I don't know how much, million yen or something like that. But anyhow, we're talking of not lotto number, just number of science. What is fraction? Fraction is like these are fractions. You got? These are fractions. Decimal is like integer is. Now you got. These are fractions. These are fractions. Logarithm. Logarithm is the same kind of something. So logarithm is like natural logarithm is ln, and common logarithm is log something here. You may call this base. You may call this base like log 10. Yeah, you can pronounce this as log 10. You may call that general name is base. What is the base of ln? E, very good, very good. E is base. Maybe longer. Original form is exponential. Exponential. Complex number. This is very difficult. Have you ever had word complex number? No, no. Complex number. No. Complex number is always combination of imaginary and real. You get? No? Yes? So, show me the example of the imaginary. Yeah, very good. Very good. Imaginary part is I something. I something. So, I is. Can you show me the, what is I? I equals. I equals root, square root minus 1. Square root minus 1. That means I squared equals minus 1. Complex number is imaginary part and real part. Real part is just some integer or something like that. 6.28, yeah, decimal fraction. Decimal fraction is all right. These are, we are measuring FRA. FRA. When you are in second laboratory, your FRA machine. No, maybe you said no. Sagane says it has, but FRA he has, but you don't apply the FRA machine to measure the AC impedance. You don't use that. And always x-axis is a real, and y-axis shows the imaginary part. Next, derivation and integer. Derivation and integer. Jess, what is derivation and integer? Always these are pairs. Derivation and integer. Excuse me, integral. Integer is number. Derivation and integral. Yeah, integral. So integral is this kind of multiplication, and derivation is kind of divide. So derivation example is like this derivation, right? And integral is kind of multiplication. So 0, 10, x, whatever, something like that. These integral and derivation. Numbers, these are not numbers, but yeah, we often use here DC and AC, but it's DC. Scientific kind of the antonym, DC and AC. What is DC? What you understand what is DC and AC? Have you ever had the DC AC? Yes. Show me the example of DC AC, or just point the example, one of those. Point is like this. This is pointing. I'm pointing the whiteboard, and AC example is like this. Outlet. English word is you may call that outlet, not concept. Outlet. Exact same as outlet shopping mall. Do we have outlet shopping mall in Hamamatsu? Outlet shopping mall is like brand, but really discount. Do we have outlet shopping mall in Hamamatsu? Yes? No? Which outlet shopping mall have you ever visited? Gotemba. Yeah, Gotemba. There are others. Do you know the others? Toki. Do we have Toki? All right. Which kind of things you're going to purchase in the outlet shopping mall? Which kind of things you have ever purchased, you have ever buy in an outlet shopping mall? No, which kind of items, which kind of goods you have shoes, your pair of shoes, right? Like a brand shoes, you can get some discount from in the outlet shopping mall. Anyhow, the outlet is same. This outlet, the spelling is outlet. Shopping mall outlet and wall outlet is same, and we got AC here, right? So DC is, we have to remember, direct current. AC is alternate current. Complicated word is alternative. Alternate and alternative is completely different. Alternate current is A, B continuous. That is alternate. So the alternate current is a plus minus and following just a sine curve. That's alternate current. Alternative is you have to choose from two. From the two, you have to choose one of those. It's alternative. Choice between the two, or either or. Alternative is different. So this kind of TOEIC catch question. Do you know catch question? Catch question is kind of trick question, cheap trick question. There's the easy trap inside. So the alternate and alternative asking, so you have to correctly answer the difference. It's close but completely different. By the way, multiplication table, times table, 12 times 12 matrix. This is English 9. When you are around elementary school of first and second years, we have to learn 9 matrix in mathematics. Example, 4 times 2 equals 8. Those are multiplication matrix. But case of North America, not 9, but generally 12. In some cases, 20 times 20 tables. They have to remember not 9 times 9, but 20 matrix. They have to remember. It's sometimes in some cases it's quite useful. You don't think so? Like 12 matrix is which contains 12 times 12 equals 144 or something. You just remember. So your matrix becomes bigger than Japanese one in North America, Canada, or United States. This matrix bigger. Anyhow, next, alternate and alternative is completely different. And also, this is kind of cheap trick of TOEIC examination. Be used to and used to is different. Can you explain the difference? Be used to and used to. This is completely different. Like saying these are completely different too. But looks so close, pronunciation close, so they are very easy to make the catch question, catch easy trap question. Trap means this one, trap. To catch a dog, right? Trap. And this is the cookie or something, and if this dog come into under the gauge to eat their cookies, and he just trapped. You may call that trap. It's same pronunciation of vacuum trap. You use a glassware vacuum trap. It's same. But anyhow, these are catch question. Explain me the difference between be used to and used to. Be used to is I am used to driving safe and fast. I'm very much good at driving fast and safe. I am good at and good at. I am good at the same. Good at. I am good at. This is used to. And used to is when I was a kid, I used to play with Nintendo DS. But now, Switch or something. I switched to Switch. When I was a kid, so it's kind of not many, but some years ago, I used to play with Nintendo DS, but now I am playing with Nintendo Switch or something like that. It's completely different, but looks so. You could not trapped with them catch questions. So shall we next? Maybe this trap. This Madam fraction we have done, and a pronunciation. You pronounce this as 1/5. Pronunciation of this is 1/5. You got it? You got it? So pronounce this. 3/7. Very good. Can you pronounce the next? 1 second. It works, but generally 1 half, a half. 1 second works, but generally a half. What about the next one? Quarter, very good. Very good. Quarter. 1/4 works, but a fourth, 1/4, or maybe correctly, a quarter is correct. What is next? Jess. Perfect. 7 and 3/8. Perfect. 7 and 3/8. 7 and you need and here. 3/8. Just yeah, imagination, creation. But case of the number is a bit longer. Just you use over. So in this case, 315 over 1,754 or something like that. Over. Just so you can pronounce this as over. Yeah, sometimes we pronounce this as by, but generally in English, over. You got fraction. And this is not so important. Can you pronounce this? Can you pronounce this? 3/8, very good. And this is not so important. 3/8 is very good. And this top part is numerator, and bottom part is denominator. Not so difficult. Decimal is like numbers which has point something. These are decimals. The example sentence is the number has authenticity down to our decimal places. Authenticity means equals a significant figure or significant digit. That means explain. Example, there is some decimal 4.23491 or something, and how much you can trust the digit. Digit is like 1 digit, 2 digits, 3 digits, something like that. So how much you can trust? You can believe the digits. These are like 4-digit. You may call that 4-digit authenticity or 4-digit significant or something like that. You can trust, but you cannot trust this part because of your you use balance, a laboratory that balances, right? Every week I told you that clean up the balance. Balance is kind of mirror of the scientist. So we always clean. We should keep the balance is clean. And in my laboratory, the balance is something like 5 digits, or sometimes 4 digits or 5 digits. We have both 4 digits or 5 digits. But authenticity is like, I guess you can know authenticity is like this, maybe not this. You may call this the authenticity or significant digit or something like that. You got it? Yeah, these are decimals and rounds. He rounds the yield off to the closest four number, something like that. So if you measure with the balance tells you something. But he rounds the yield, like, yeah, case of yield, like a percent. 4 point is very bad yield. So the 9 ops, you get yield of 82%. But according to the balance indication, you can have some digit percent or something like that. But he rounds. Rounds means you round the number. Rounds means just take off some this part. He rounds the yield of the closest four number. So this means this is balance measurement, but 83. This is round. You get round. Many words: round, fraction, decimals, integer, integral, and deviation. HCF, LCM. Yeah, we use this a lot. The highest common factor, the least common multiple. Can you guess? Okay, try. The highest common factor. The highest common factor. If there is two numbers, 32 and 8 or something. What is for these two numbers, among these two numbers, what is the highest common factor? What is the highest common factor for these two numbers? Eight. 8 is HCF for these two. I think, yeah, 8. And the other side is also the least common multiple. What is, for these two numbers, what is the least common multiple? 32? Right. Yeah, you get already. We have done figure tables, units, numbers, decimal, and fraction you got. Next, calculation. First, addition. Addition is this one. Addition. And subtraction is this one. So we're going to, in this way, we're going to addition, subtraction, multiplication, and divisions. But it's just kind of application. Oops. Shall we try the first? Addition and subtraction. The pronunciation is 3 plus 5 equals. You have to use S at the end of equal. 3 plus 5 equals 8, or 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 5 makes 8. It's or same for this. This is addition. Addition. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Addition. Next, subtractions are 9 minus 3 equals 6. Yeah. 9 take away 3 is 6, same. 3 from 9 is 6. 3 from 9 is 6. It's same. You got addition and subtraction. Next, multiplication and division. Pronounce this. Top one. Yeah, this you pronounce this as times. Times. Very good. 6 times 7 equals 42. Yeah. This one is, you can just remember this one. There's some expression 6 multiplied by the 7 equals 42 or 6, 7 are 42, something like that. But always 6 times 7 equals something. This is the same pattern of the addition and subtraction same. So in this way, division same. 15 divided by 3, a bit different, yeah. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. This is quite a tough one. Do you try this one? This one. Divided. Good. Equals 37. Very good. Equals 37. Is that correct? My answer is correct. This means 2/7 times reciprocal of 2/3. Right? Correct? Am I correct? Is it correct? Equals yeah. You mean, you understand reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2/3 is 3 seconds. Reciprocal. Reciprocal means this one. Right? So the reciprocal of 2 is equals a half. Now you got addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, and in fact this is quite important. Power and root. Power, not this power, but the power is this one. You pronounce this as the top one. X to the nth power. X to the nth power. This is pronunciation. So power is to the x to the nth power. So in this way, this is x to the minus nth power. And do you try pronunciation of this? It's correct. But remember, case of fraction, 1 second is something, right? In those way, this is 5 squared. Do you try this one? Jesse, he
9
very good, super, 7 cubed. You try this one? Just press. Yeah, just press. Equals. Very good. C. C. What? C to Z force power. C to Z force power. C to Z force power. A squared plus B cubed equals C to Z fourth power. And yeah, we're going to root. This is pronunciation. The nth root of x, and bottom one is the square root. So general root, you call that square root. Like, yeah, you answered me, square root minus 1 equals I. Square root of 7. The square root of 2 is how much? Yeah. What is square root 2? Is how much?
1.4.
Well, yeah, very good. 1.414 something something something. Square root 3 equals 1.7 something, right? Yeah, this is root. Now you can pronounce power and root. So application of Avogadro number. Accent is here on an A. Pronounce this. Now it's correct. Correct. Very good. Until now, very good. 6.02 times. This part. Just application. 6.02 times 10. Until now, correct. 10. To Z. Very good. To Z. To Z. 23rd power. Very good. Very good. Now you got. Now you get pronunciation of scientific expression like equation, something. But these cases, generally, we pronounce this as 6.02, 6.02 times 10 to Z. Just 23. This works. Correctly, 23rd power is correct. Original form, but it's quite long, so these cases, you can pronounce this as 6.02 times 10 to the 23 just works. Like you're going to visit some meeting, a scientific conference or something like that. Maybe even have poster presentation. some guy show up, he's going to ask you something. And just you can pronounce this as 6.00 times 10 to the 23, just 23 works. But correctly, it is correct. And to z, 23rd power. Power root area volume. This is a kind of application. Example, the area of circle is equal to pi times the radius squared. You got pi area of circle equals pi. Yeah, in English, sometimes pi write down with this just pi times radius squared. Is it correct? This is right? Radius. Is short form. Original form of is radius. It's correct, right? The calculation. I'm not 100% sure. Next, a volume of sphere. So sphere means this one, like Earth. The volume of sphere equals 4 times pi times radius cubed divided by 3. Is that correct? I think, yeah, this is correct. Yeah, the volume of cube is my hand drawing is not so bad, right? I know. All right, just forget. And the volume of cube is equal to length of one of the side cubed. So, like if I define this as a cubed is this volume. The area of triangle is equal to the base. Case of logarithm, the tiny number, you may call that base, but this one is base again. The area of triangle is equal to its base times height. Divided by 2. Yeah, I think, yeah. No, this is last week. We switched only 9 minutes left. 19 minutes, but okay. Today's part, we're going to. Yeah, this one. Have you ever? Okay, just brush up. Can you pronounce this? Celsius, very good. Spelling is how much Celsius? Celsius, right? I get cheating. Do you know during the examination, you cannot do that because you prefer just tiny paper and you write down some answer or something like that. You cannot do that, and you bring that tiny paper into the examination. How do you call that? This. How do you call this? Cheating. Very good. Cheating. Some cases, cunning. Cunning is different. English word is cheating. Cheating. You got cheating or something. I'm cheating. I forgot the spelling of Celsius. So his pronunciation is correct. this is Celsius or degrees centigrade. Have you ever seen this one? Have you ever seen this? Can you pronounce this? No? You pronounce this as instead of centigrade, you pronounce this as Fahrenheit. But country utilizing Fahrenheit is, which I know is only one country. Do you know the country still adopting the Fahrenheit? Do you know the country? I showed the example. France, no. Degrees centigrade. France, maybe EU countries are just degrees centigrade. Canada, no. Degrees centigrade. Only one country, they are still utilizing the degrees Fahrenheit. United States. So they are still keeping the weight is pound, but Canada is kilogram. Maybe mix kilogram and pound. And length is, what's the length of pound? What is the length? Feet and inches. Just they are still utilizing inch, and in France, no, centimeter, meter. In Canada also. Canada is both mixed up. But now we're going to convert degrees centigrade into Fahrenheit, or vice versa. Vice versa is the other way. The equation is this one. Yeah, just this one. Complicated equation. So I have my auntie in LA, Los Angeles, and if I visit her, our conversation today it is 90. It's quite warm, something like that. 90 degrees, but not centigrade. But we are talking in Fahrenheit. 80 or 90 is quite warm. In California, those temperatures. But in California, humidity is quite low. Even if the 90 degrees Fahrenheit is not really hot compared with Japanese summer. So this conversion, 90 degrees Fahrenheit equals 32.2 degrees centigrade, 2.2 Celsius. Oh, I will tell you today's. Have you ever seen this kind of thermometer? This side is left-hand side is Celsius. The right-hand side is Fahrenheit. Right. Today's attendance. Convert 80 degrees centigrade into degrees Fahrenheit. Send me the following information with chat function, your student ID and your answer. You got it? You got it? Well then soon. And also around 10 past 10, you're going to accept email from Gakumu Jouhou system, which includes mini examination of today. Maybe 10 past 10, not now, 10 past 10. But this is attendance. Right now, you send me your student ID and your answer. Some student made a mistyping of your own student ID. So those cases, I don't understand who sent me the chat. So do not mistype your student ID, right? Student ID has 8 digits. 8 digits. We have learned 8 digits. Your student ID, maybe space, your answer. Right, almost time. Shall we finish? Okay. Thanks for join me. And next week is next week is 19th May, and how to pronounce in English. Yes, still same, but also I'm going to explain you the how we're going to do the team conversation with teams, right? Okay, that's all. And I'm gonna show the show again the oops, where is here? Yep, this is examination. All right, next week. You send? In fact, what is the answer? 139? 79, 179. 76?